Hello!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen of the podcast world.
Of the podcast society. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Welcome along to what this little thing that we like to call PJ and Jim's After Show.
Yes, indeed. We normally like to start with something nice, and I just like to start as usual by saying, what a shitball of a day this has turned out to be. It's amazing. I still can't get my head over the whole sort of the pandemic weather. How amazing. Like, literally. And it was like, Cheltenham happened, and we all looked at the pictures of Cheltenham, and we all says, we're gonna die!
Yeah.
Oh my God, the world is going to end! And we all says, well, thank God it's not the summer. And literally, we had the hottest, driest, best weather.
It is officially, isn't it? The driest May or June or something.
1850. 5 years after the fucking famine. It's like not even 3 years after Black 47. It's the best ever spring we have ever had. And it's probably
and it happened in the middle of the biggest global pandemic there's ever been.
Stay indoors. And then last Monday, we were told, don't worry about it.
Right.
Well, not don't worry about it. Wash your hands.
Release the hounds.
Release the hounds. 20 kilometres. Go and see each other. Be responsible. And we looked out the window and went,
I'm not going out
there.
I'm
not going out in that. Are you joking?
Because if you had to choose a country where you thought, well, you know, so like the whole idea of not travelling and all that sort of stuff would be a good thing, you'd say, well, Ireland. I mean, it rains a lot there, to be fair, so they won't be that pushed about going out anyway.
Yeah,
sure. They probably spend most of their summers indoors.
Yeah, sure. That's what they have so much set up. They never go out those lot. And with just the best weather ever. It was the irony of it is killing me.
Yeah.
That we're now finally. I would love today now to go out on the bike and everything. Go for a spin.
Yeah.
It's the 20k is open. Head out to Dunleary. I'm thinking,
go back and see your old chums.
Yeah, now they're opening the McDonald's this week. I'll be thinking I'll walk in and I'll get a burger and I'll have it on the prom.
Yeah.
Wolf it down at Teddy's ice cream. Maybe just stand at the station, say hello to the. And now look. Oh, no, fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, because you'd be standing there with your burger drooping from the rain.
Yeah.
And your ice cream running down
my arm. The ice cream running down my arm.
Your watery ice cream. Yeah.
Well, at least the crowds aren't here.
It's good, this isn't it, being able to go 20 kilometres.
Yeah, it is Sod's Law, isn't it? It's Murphy's Law. It's like, what? It's the only time you can ever in Ireland give out nice weather.
It's the ultimate exam weather, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like the kind of grown-up version of leaving cert weather.
It's like the weather did that. Actually, I nail it on the head. Leaving cert weather, you always know at the end of September it's going to be dead. The kids are back to school, they're going to get tortured. This year, can't torture them the same way. So it's like someone with the weather levers up in the Met Air and box went, I know what we'll do. We can't get them when we normally get them. Yeah. So we'll pull the levers now, right? Yeah. And we'll roast the little horse when they're not allowed out at all. And we'll toast the little horse when they're not allowed out of their own cul-de-sac. And then when they are, we'll let the levers off then. So we can get them this way round.
Exactly.
Normally we like to get them the other way. Yeah. This is how we're going to do it.
It's a weird thing about that, and life in general actually has things like that, where you know when you plan for something, and you think you're ticking all the boxes right now, so we're going on the holiday, or whatever it is that you're planning to do, or the trip, or the whatever it is. Okay, now did you do you did that, yeah, and you got you got all that, and we have that, right, grand, and you've arranged for them to come over and look at it, yeah, that's okay, grand, great, lovely, fantastic, everything. What could possibly go wrong?
Worst question ever.
Absolutely the worst question
ever. Absolutely everything.
Yeah. Did you see the post today? No. I think there's a tax bill there for you.
Yeah. Or you, not only is there
just got word in that your dad's not well.
Oh, brilliant. Right. And I have the shits. What a day. I was looking forward to this day for so long.
That's it. It's like it's waiting to pull the rug on you.
It is, yeah. Do you know what's a bit like that, actually? I was listening to the radio as I was making me dinner last night, right? And there was talking to Irish people who live in countries that are a little bit further up the road than us. So the cafes are already open. And the bars are already open, right? Yeah. And they were talking to people. And they did it, I think they must have done it deliberately. So what happened was they did the first round of interviews. And they talked to like 5 or 6 people. They said, so, you're allowed to go out. Today is the first day that have you been looking forward to it? Very sort of provocative question, right? And they were like, oh my God, it was so long. And unlike Ireland now, we were locked in our homes for quite a considerable amount of time. And the children were locked in and they weren't allowed out. And we've all just wanted to get out and experience some sort of normality. And, I remember thinking in the house how it would be nice to get... And there was men there going, oh my God, I swear to God, all I wanted to do was go out for a beer and have a decent walk in the sunshine and all that, And then the next question was, so what was it like? And talk about Irish people trying to make the most of it. So they were there going, hey, yeah, like it was unusual, having to wear a mask and stand beside perspex and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And then there was one woman and she was doing the whole, this is what she said, this is what she was saying, this is the whole thing. She goes, well, it was great to be able to have a coffee indoors. And then she goes, in case it might rain. It wasn't even raining. In case it might rain.
Desperately trying to find the silver lining.
Yeah, she was there. Oh, it was great.
Well, I mean, in fairness, it's great to have to be in here.
It was great, yeah.
On my own.
I came in for, what was the experience like? She goes, well, I was looking forward for the coffee, and I thought, I went down, and I had my mask on, and a man took my temperature at the door and squirted hand wash into my hand, and I had to queue for 15 minutes, and then when I got the coffee, and I had to go into an isolated part of the cafe and stand on my own. The seats are taken away, and I stood there looking out the window, and I think, it was great.
Yeah.
You're like, really? Great. Yeah. Sounds like
it's so much different to when all this began.
It sounds exactly like feeding time in the prison to me, to be quite honest. But they were all trying to make the most of it. It was kind of sad listening to it because they were doing the whole, and your man, the point man,
yeah,
there going, we went in and I says, I'll have I ordered a beer, and they moved me on then because you're not allowed to order at the bar, so I had to sit down. And I was sitting there and I had my beer, and then you have to ask them for when you can go to the toilet. He had to wait for 10 minutes after his pint.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, so he could go and use the jacks because he was afraid to walk home. In case he'd need to.
Obviously, yeah.
You got to be. There's no public
obviously,
toilet.
men of our age understand that predicament.
So now I can imagine you and me go for a pint after this. If it's like that, I can imagine the two. So we're going in. We'll be going, 2 pints minutes. Point of Guinness on there, 2 poos, please.
Yeah.
Get those in now.
Do you know what it's going to be like? If anybody if you ever played kind of like pool or anything in a pub or whatever, the way people come up and they put their
change.
They put their change on the side of the table, or else if it's darts, they might put their name on a board or something. So their turn, when their turn comes around, right? JMCC. Yeah, that's me. Idea. That's me. Yeah. So you'll walk in and you'll go, before you even order, you go, stick me name down for the jacks there, will you? Yeah. Just PJ, you nip over, put our 2 names down for the jacks. Yeah. I'll get the beers. Yeah.
2 number 2s. Yeah. Stick it on the board. I'll have 2 number 2s whenever you're ready. And 2 pints of Guinness. Thanks.
That would be amazing. We'll be sitting there having a conversation. So what are you outside the mic anyway? Yeah, unless you'll hear. Jim McCabe. Yeah. Toilet. Yeah. Sorry. Listen. Back to hold that. I'll tell you now in a minute.
Yeah, it's time for your number 2. Time for your number 2 when you're ready there, Jim.
Yeah.
You're going, Jesus, you keep it down, will you?
And the worst thing about it is as well.
I don't want to go yet. When you're booked in, you better force something out. Because it'll be a good 25 minutes.
Do you want to take my place in the Jacks queue?
It'll be all that you're swapping over. You go for me, will you?
Yeah.
You go for me. You go for me now. And then I'll take your slot later.
Because what happened if you had to show ID? Jim McCabe, yeah? And no, PJ Gallagher, he said I could take his place. Oh, I don't know about that.
Don't know about that now.
No, he said I could take his place. He's going to, because he doesn't. It's not full enough yet.
Sorry, these are non-transferable toilets. You have to go. You have to bring your own flute. Nobody else. That's the way it works. You can't do swapsies.
Oh my God!
I know it doesn't look like it's going to be a lot of crap. And whatever about the summer, we'll get through the summer. That's fine because you'll be able to go and sit in gardens and. Barbecue time, and I imagine beer gardens will be a thing again and all of that.
Unfortunately, yes.
But when it gets to the winter, you know what I mean? When you would be like young lads, would be like, I just imagine all old lads, like young lads, standing in bushes with their sleeve wrapped around their hand so the can doesn't freeze them to bits. That's back to the old days, and so I don't know how that's going to work, but it is kind of.
I wonder will it change? Will it I don't know where I am on this, to be honest with you. People saying about the new normal, it'll never be that again, it'll never be that again. And I honestly don't know, right? But I'm just wondering, will it actually change? Because, to be fair, we have a reputation when it comes to gargle, right? All over the world.
Totally
the Irish,
undeserved.
Totally undeserved. I mean, I don't know where it came from, but the Irish and their relationship to drink has a strange reputation. Like, you know what I mean? Will the pub thing, will it change? You know what I mean?
And the hotels, man.
Yeah.
No. Breakfast at a hotel.
Well, that's a disgrace.
Are you fucking joking? Breakfast. No breakfast. That's the most outraged I've been. I'm looking at the
No
pub.
buffet. You can get it in your room, can you?
I get it. You can get a breakfast.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the point in a breakfast?
Yeah.
I wanted the whole point of staying in the hotel.
Yes, the whole point of overpaying is so that I can get it all back in sausage meat.
I want to be walking out with sausages in my pockets and handmade sandwiches and a rear pocket full of fruit and croissants and, I want to stuff myself. The short pocket of my shirt has to be
Because
taken
everybody
out,
knows you can't possibly recoup the cost of the hotel by simply stealing all the toiletries.
Not at all.
You have to overfill yourself in the buffet.
That's the whole point of it.
Exactly.
The only reason you get up and go down to the breakfast, how many of us actually want to go to breakfast? Never.
Never.
Right?
You
You're in the
never do.
hotel.
Because you have to get dressed for a start.
And you have to, what time is the service? You have 20 minutes. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I don't even want it now.
Yeah, I wanted it in
And you
about
start
an hour
thinking,
and a half.
Will I let it go? No, I paid for it.
Yeah.
I paid 25 quid extra in the room. I'm going to go and get it. So you walk down, I'll be walking down in my shorts, one shoe on and all. One shoe. The damn patches under my t-shirt because the hotels are like deserts. Your arms or your mouth is so dry in a hotel. Why is that?
Yeah.
Your
It's
mouth-
the aircon. The aircon is always mad in a hotel.
Doesn't matter how much you
Yeah.
drink. It doesn't mean you could drink a gallon of water, you still wake up and it's just
Yeah.
like a mouthful of sand. And you're like, room number, please. 349. And you're not even looking over the shoulder.
Yeah, to see who's down.
I'm going to make you pay for this, you who are getting your bed.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
because
gonna
what
make
you're
yous
doing
pay for
is
this.
you're actually planning your route.
Planning to get.
As you're
planning
giving
the, attack,
the
yeah.
room number, you're looking over, you're thinking, right, I'm heading for the juice bar first. Then I think I'll go from there. I think I might go to the fruit and cereal section. And then before I build up to the actual hot food. And then, of course, I'll be back for the pastries.
And I always find as well, the way when you go to the hotels, they go, yeah, okay, well, I'll get you a table. And
Yeah.
the both of you just walk up to the table.
Yeah.
And they go, is this any good? And you go, yeah.
Yeah.
And the both of you just walk away.
Straight away.
Straight away
Yeah,
you
you
walk
don't even
off.
sit your arse down.
There, yeah.
Yeah. Or I tell you,
And
or
this, and these both of you just walk away like it never happened.
you do that mad thing where you pick up the serviette and throw it on your seat and then walk off like that's like throwing
never even done
throwing
that.
your towel on a fucking
Oh,
a sun lounger.
Yeah, the sun lounger. There you go.
That's that
Oh
kept.
my God.
Like nobody's going to pick that up and sit in it.
Oh my God. Why have I never done? Now I'm going to do that from now on. I'm going to come down to breakfast with a towel under my arm.
Yeah, and drape it over
Yeah,
your
I'm going to
chair.
say, how's that for you? That's perfect. Take my t-shirt off. Put on some sun lotion.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, and
actually, what you should do,
That's what I'm gonna do.
forget the towel. Just come down to breakfast, whip your t-shirt off, and they show you. Was this okay for you, sir? Yeah, that's okay. You could. Where's the sun?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just whip your t-shirt off, lay it over the back. Like, sorry, sir, what are you doing? Just want to make sure nobody takes me table there.
What time do you bring the pool in? I told you that I was in Greece that time, and I came down. There was some big festival, some national festival
Yeah.
for breakfast, and on the way in,
There's a national festival for breakfast.
yeah, no, it was breakfast time.
Oh my God!
it was like their version of
fucking
St.
hell.
Patrick's Day. or
Jesus
whatever.
Christ! I was about to book it right now.
I think we just fucking realised what Ireland needs to get out of this recession.
Why can't we
a
get
breakfast
here?
festival?
A breakfast festival,
Oh my
man.
God, that is the best
Literally,
idea.
all these people. Well, of course, you can't have fucking gatherings now.
No,
can
you're
you?
not allowed. No, you have to do it at home, online, and Zoom or something. Watching some Egypt sticking a sausage up his nose, whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
it was a great idea though. But I came down. There was some national day, like whatever their Thessaloniki Day or something like that.
Right.
And it was huge. And just something a little different. As you walked into breakfast, a guy handed you a tiny little glass of sparkling wine or
Lovely.
champagne or whatever. That was it.
Don't
Just-
mind if I do.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, what's that on you? He said, no, this, no, no, blah, blah, blah. Oh, thank you, brilliant, yeah. Whatever, yeah. And you walked in, sat down, that was it. And it was you get all this food free. And when you're in those all for one hotels or to pay for whatever,
Yeah.
all inclusive hotels, like you got German breakfast, British breakfast, Irish breakfast, American, you get to sample everything. And this Scottish lad behind me gets this thing, goes, and he goes, any chance of a bottle for the table? I say, you scabby bastard. You absolute scabby bastard, giving people one drink. Everything you see in front of you, you
It's
can have.
free.
And he was like, all right, and a chance of a bottle for the devil. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you see,
can,
there's
you
always
can
this
pour
thing.
your own beer. It's just inside the door, but he was like, no, I want a bottle of sparkling mean. Hey, right, you know. Right.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah,
They'll always take.
I love Thessaloniki Winky Day. It's shit unbelievable.
That's exactly like that story. You know that story you tell about when your mate worked in RTE? Or no, your sister Was
Yeah.
it in RTE? And somebody won a massive prize, like a holiday away somewhere, big, like a
it wasn't-
fancy
it
job.
actually wasn't my sister told me this. Was Gerald Farley was working.
Oh,
on it.
yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
working on the chat show that shall remain nameless.
Yeah.
They won a trip to New York, man.
Like a
And-
proper big, once in a lifetime nearly job.
Yeah, and it was because
Spending money and everything.
spending my $500 spending money, limousine picking them up from JFK Airport, bring them into their hotel paid for, all of that sort of crack, and free tickets to see whatever.
Yeah,
over there.
shows, probably Broadway jobs or
And,
whatever.
and your woman, the researcher at the end of the show goes, there you go, there's your voucher for the limousine, there's your flight details, that's your holiday reservation number, it's all taken care of. So when you get there, you just need your reference. There it is, so do you need anything else? And your woman goes, yeah, we need a fridge. A fridge, man. Fridge.
It's the best. It's the best line ever.
She thought, fuck, I might as well ask them for the fridge for the house. Why not?
Oh my
We
God.
need a fridge.
We're giving you the holiday of a lifetime.
Yeah, but
she
I-
obviously meant like, is there anything else now? Is there anything I've forgotten? Have
Oh,
you
yeah,
got?
she meant, yeah,
did I
yeah.
give you your things? Did I give you
Your
your whatever?
baggage tags,
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And your woman went,
Oh yeah, we need
a fridge.
now that you ask, we need a fridge, yeah. If you're gonna go all out. And we are winners after all. You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah,
my
unbelievable.
God.
The
People
Scaldies,
will just take and take and take. won't they? For as much as you
scaldy
can.
people, yeah. Unreal, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I do need a fridge, actually.
Yeah. What about a dishwasher?
Oh no, I hate dishwashers.
Yeah, I
I've never
thought as much.
understood dishwashers.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
understand them. I press full of dirty dishes. And there's only me that wash it. On one plate. Anyway, we did all that last week.
Yeah.
Me one plate. I
Yeah,
have to
and-
say it's flying.
Yeah.
I reckon I'm going to get about 40 years out of that plate. I'm going to get 40 years out of that plate.
You're going to go and use it now, aren't you?
Well, I only I have my Tupperware box today. I
All
want
right.
usually plate
So you don't
later
bring
on.
your plate with you?
Oh no, gee, what if I broke it?
Yeah, very good point.
You know,
actually,
gotta eat
yeah.
off the side of the road like a dog.
Because God forbid you'd have bought a set that might have 5 other ones left at home.
Right, why waste the money? They say some people like Jim, and then he gives out he has no money, and he has 5 plates in the house.
Oh my God.